Hello, welcome to my second round recap of my chess tournament that has been played on a weekly basis on every Thursdays. And yeah, I just wanted to go over the game and like my thoughts on everything in general, really. Um, Before I start the review, I just want to explain why I played like probably like a 100 elo player, I would say. I slept for 3.5 hours that night. I don't want to make excuses. Like I still need to focus on my tactics, but the way I was feeling was quite literally the worst I've ever felt playing a game. It's probably like the worst feeling you can have with like without being sick, I would say. My head was completely out of it. I wasn't able to calculate more than like two moves at a time, so um let's just say I got lucky at times in this game. I I should have lost. To be honest, I should have lost. And I'm just gonna take a look at this game and try to improve for next time. And I'm gonna tell you about like some certain methods I think that will help me and someone else that's playing chess over the board, classical tournaments. And I'm just gonna start right now though. Okay. So yeah, I'm white right now, and I'm playing a 1221, so he's like intermediate. E4. So we get a Karo Khan, right? He plays this move. I've studied. Okay, so I was thinking about what I was going to do against the Karo Khan, and I was actually planning on playing. If he plays this, I was planning on playing a tall variation, and I've been studying like all these certain lines with the tall variation. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! And if he like closes the center, then he gets trapped. He simply gets trapped. See here, and then he gets trapped. He can't. There's nowhere for him to go. Obviously that's probably not what have happened, but like I was very confident with the tall. Like the computer might not show it, but you get a huge spatial advantage with like some moves like this, and then he plays here, and then I think you play h5 here. You trade here. Wait. Actually, no, you don't trade there. You go here first. Here, 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 and let's say I don't know. He might have played this. I would put it here. And then he's kind of screwed because let's play. Well, if he goes here, then he just gets destroyed. But let's say he goes. I don't know. Let's say he goes here, right? Let's say he makes like some weird quiet move. Then I have g6. He goes. He's forced to go here. I have this. He goes. I don't know here, and then he's forked, screwed. And if he goes here, then I have certain lines where he just doesn't do anything. Like then now he's just screwed. And then he has to like retreat here, and then he loses this. So that's kind of like what I was hoping for. Obviously, that's not never gonna happen. It might happen. You never know. But I was so mad when he played this move. I was so mad when he played this move, and I was sort of familiar with book moves. I knew he had to go there. This is the only move that works. He goes there, and then I was like probably half asleep when I played this game. I was considering d2 or e3. I was considering the top engine moves, but my brain told me to double up the pawns, keep like I can't like explain this enough. Like I was half asleep playing this game. Like my first thought was okay, just trade off every piece and like hopefully you go to an endgame equal and win. So I was trying to trade off basically every piece, which obviously is not the right way to play chess. I should have probably went here to deflect this move from happening. If I could go back to the future, I would have played that move. Um, here and then trying to go here. I understand that, but I would have played this move on a good day or like a normal day actually. But I my immediate thought because I'm half asleep is to kind of just go into like whatever. Okay, so I mean my first like instinct was to just trade up everything. Like I even considered this move. I considered that move for about 10 minutes. Like that's where that state I was in. Luckily, I realized, oh, you got two double isolated pawns, weaknesses. That didn't register for my brain for like 10 minutes, which is the reason why I played so poorly. He goes back. I didn't think that was a good move. And now, let's see. I'm still thinking about trading. My first thought was here. That's how's that my first thought there? And I guess I had like some idea like here, and then like I don't know, started attack here, something like that. Um, so I don't know. I think I should play D2. I played D3. Looking back at it, I really should play D2 because D2 now like he might play. Let's run this line here. Let's say he goes here. Um, and then I get a free pawn because his queen's under attack. Basically, that's like it threatens the queen to move. So that's the reason why I would want to play that move. I don't. Here, I'm like, okay, he's going to double his pawns. I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade off. That happens, and that's actually the best move. Luckily, I didn't calculate at all. I went for straight grab, and this tournament, this was about a 7 p.m. game, and I was down about 45 minutes on the clock on move 12. It took me like an hour to get to here, and he was pretty good on the clock. And now I I also took about 5 bathroom breaks to splash water myself to get like my like stuff together, so which I was not too good happy about. Wait, sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm still tired. Here, I think my idea is to go here. That makes logical sense looking at it. It's actually the best move too. He goes there. I thought about b4, and that is actually the best computer move looking at it. I was looking at the sack. I was looking at this sack here. XB4. Oh! No, because I was looking at this line. I didn't realize I could just take here. Because I thought like this was an under attack and like this was an under attack, so that would just lose me a piece. So I don't know why I did that. I go like my brain wasn't functioning at this time. I have no clue. So I'm going to talk about this like stuff after the game to improve. He castles and I kind of immediately knew like, okay, I'm still beating you half asleep. So I obviously play tempo move, good move. He goes there. And I go D2. Thought process is he's probably going to have to try to defend this, either going like here, HG8. I was thinking like here. I was thinking like he goes there, right? And then I move my guy here, and I start a bunch of attacks here. And that is kind of what happens. Um, he goes there. I immediately know that's the best move, even though I'm gonna sleep. He goes there. And now we get into a rook, two rooks and queen endgame. I 100% should convert this position. I'm actually going to tell you that I think this should be a trigger warning if you're a decent chess player. I think this is a trigger warning to how not to play your endgames. You should not play them like me. Obviously, he's up a pawn, of course, but my rooks are going to get active. Usually, they're going to get active, and I'm about to show you one of the worst endgames you're about to see in your whole life. Really. My first thought is to check. Bad move. Reason being here, and then I don't have another check, so I can't put pressure, and then I have to move this, or else I'm going to get mated. So I should have gone E1. That's a good move. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about this, which I should have done immediately. I was kind of worried about things like this, and I thought he was going to escape. So I want to run like a sample line. I just want to run a sample line. I'll assume check. Let's say he goes here. Do I take on A5? Here, okay, let's say he tries to trade. XA7. Here, okay, and then, oh yeah, then he just gets screwed. Okay. Yeah, so obviously that's so much better than what I did. I played this move here. He goes there. I go here. He plays a good move. I attack the queen. Um, this is a blunder for the reason of f4, and this is he cannot defend this. So let's say I go here. He goes here. Um, and then he gets screwed. Because not only not sorry, I'm still half asleep right now, but um let's say here he has to protect this pawn. This is a pretty crucial pawn, and then if he loses that pawn, he's probably gonna lose the game. So let's say he goes here, c7 works. Here, d6, and then he's gonna get mated. Yeah, I would have found this even half asleep. And then immediately I play to him. Like I'm worried about this happening. Let's say here. Oh, that's okay. I was kind of worried about this coming in, and then he checkmates me. So I move. I go h4. He takes. I'm like, probably should attack the queen. I did this in about 5 seconds. I had about 20 minutes at this time. He goes there. I go here. Here. Wait, why is it inaccurate? XD5. Hell no. There's a sack. There's a sack here? Wait, hold up. I'm not gonna look at the thing. I'm going to try to play this out. Okay, let me just try to calculate. Okay, so let's say I go here. He goes back here. Wait, I lost my okay. I can't even calculate right now. Okay, I'm gonna try to go here. Let's see. Here. Hold. Oh wait. Let me try. I'm not trying to look at it. Is it this? Okay. Okay. Rook sack would have been insane. Huh. Would I have ever gone for a rook sack even if I was 100%? I would have to calculate very precisely, I think. Huh. This never occurred to me in the game. That'll definitely be something I should look for in the future. Yeah, that's a really cool tactic. Here, I really should think, like, if my rook and queen are about to kill his king, like, if they're on, like, an open file to, like, against the king, I should probably do that. And, like, the worst case scenario is I fork one of his pieces, even if I don't mate him. So then I'm better. Huh, okay. Takes here. Here it's taking a piece. He goes there. F4 is the best move. I go here, being the reason I'm picking up a pawn no matter what, and he also has to protect his rook. So I was going to pick up a pawn, so that was the goal. And I made this move in about like 10 seconds. I knew I was going to win the pawn, or the rook if he's not careful. I'll take a look at f4. F4 here, f7. Oh wait, no, he would probably go here. G5. Where's G5? Here. What if he just goes back? Oh, and then E5. Oh my god. That's brilliant. What about here? That one. G7. What? Here? E6? No way. Wait, what's... Oh, I get the queen. Here... Oh my god, this is a crazy tactic. Here, let's say he goes here. I get the rook. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, that would have been a fun tactic to play. Um, he would definitely gone there. By the way, that's would have been insane, and he's pretty much forced to take. If he goes d7, he loses the rook. That's game over. Crazy. That was cool. Okay. Huh. I think actually if I'm 100%, I think beyond picking up a pawn, like I should have calculated here, which wins this. Huh. Let's run a different, like, let's say he goes, like, okay, let me think. Let's say he goes here, right? So I can't take a pawn c4. Interesting. Takes xc4. Here. d1. Out of play d1 for sure. Here. d4. d6. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm not 100% right now. Okay, so c4 takes here, here. And you know, no matter what, I'm actually picking up this rook here with a check like this. That's crazy. And then I would also won the game. Oh my god, c4 is a brilliant move. What? I would never saw the c4. Okay, anyways, none of that's happened, of course. How do I go back to normal? Okay. Here. 6. I become an idiot again. I take on the queen. He takes here. I thought I was gonna win because I was up a pawn. I was this pretty much I was counting in that he would make a mistake eventually. I thought this was winning actually at the time. I thought like because a theoretical draw is when like all the pawns are on one side, but this pawn was different. But like with perfect play, this is a draw for sure. Here, here, here. Getting the king active. I go here. These are all fine moves. Best move. I mean, good move again. Here, he goes there. Great move. Good move here. Takes here. I mean, this is a draw with perfect play. Obviously, you can see the score is 0-0, and I had to play like a +5 advantage. You'll see it. Like it gets much worse than this. Like it gets so bad. Here, a6. I have no clue what a6 does actually. a6, f7, b6. What? h6. Doesn't he always keep his pawn though? Okay. King can't move, but let's say he goes here. Oh, mate. There's a mating threat. So he has to go e4 to avoid mate. Oh, here and then g4. Yeah, g4 is just a great move. And then he always has to worry about this. Oh, that's okay. Huh. I'll have to be more focused, aware of the checkmate. Okay. You know I have to give the advantage right back to him. He goes here. I I didn't want to get into like any of those like tricks where he goes here and then he somehow picks up all these pawns and I'm here and then he's an outside pawn and I just have this pawn. So I don't take. I want to look at take because I never looked at this. Here, here. And then what would I play? F2? Yeah, I would play F2 for sure. I was worried about this. Here. F4. What do you mean F4? Oh, here? I was worried about this. F5. Oh my god. Like if he does that, if he goes here, and then this is running away. Oh my god, that was definitely winning. Here. He goes there. I go okay, let's say here. Okay. And he can't go back. So let's say he goes here, then I just go here. Let's say he goes here. G6. And he still can't catch me. Oh my god. Okay. I think I would have figured something. I would have figured that out. And then obviously if he tries to If he tries to like protect this, then I can always h5. Huh. f4 takes e4. Here. Let's say he goes here. Oh, then he has to take, and then here. f1. e2. Oh wait, yeah. And then he can't. Okay. All right. So obviously that's winning. That's immediately winning. I avoid complications for some reason. Like I'm telling you, I was so out of this game. It was crazy. I go here. I should have checked. Um, here because he would have to go here, and then I could go to e8. He goes. Let's say he goes back. f8 again. G here. f6. So he goes here. Oh wait, no, he wouldn't go there. He would go here. e6 is where? Here. Here. f2 here. Oh yeah, and then he can't go anywhere along this diagonal, so he has to give up this, and then I win the game. Okay. So I understand how check would be much better than going here. Alright, how to go back? Okay, I miss it. He misses something. I don't really care. Honestly, that's a bad move. And then I immediately think, like, oh, this is winning a pawn. Because he can't go over here, and he can't go here. So I immediately think this is okay, this is game over. It ends up being a... Okay. Sorry, I'm recording this at like at 12 a.m. I want to tell you, like... Sorry, I'm so out of it right now, even at 12. I want to tell you a funny story. So at my chess club, like it's a bunch of old, like white dudes that are, I guess, really good at chess, and obviously they're spending 4 hours of chess. They're going to be smart. So like, once like the people, okay, so there's about 5 minutes, for both me and Kenneth each, and the games are an hour and 45 minutes long. So obviously people finish before me and Kenneth, or Kenneth and I, and there's this like, I mean, there's this older dude, right? He was analyzing this position, right? I mean, he gave me like a nod, like from this position, like when it was his turn. He gave me like a little nod, which I thought was really funny. Um, I kind of smiled, and my opponent did not like that. And then when he went, because he was watching this, and I was kind of like looking at him, because I don't know, it's kind of fun to have like a spectator, kind of. And then when he made like this move, his eyes lit up, and we made like eye contact at the same time, and then he kind of smiled, like no one knew it was made in one. So that was probably like one of my favorite chess moments, I would say. It's kind of funny. He kind of like gave me like, yeah, good job, kid, or something like that. He said that in his head probably. And yeah, I took about like a minute to think about this checkmate, really soak it in, as I wanted to see his look. I wanted to see like the look in the guy's face as he realized there's a mate in one. The look never came, so I decided to end his. I decided to kill him early. I wanted to see like the look of despair on his face, but I never could. Yeah. He sighed about like 20 times this game. I knew like psychologically, he was lost because, I mean, he was just like, I mean, he was like sighed at the position every single time. Instead of like looking for like solutions, he was making like these like really passive moves. Like I don't know, like that's not like a really good psychological, mindset. I mean, that's not like the best mindset to have in general, but especially when you're playing chess. And boom, 2-0, 2 wins in this chess tournament. I'm playing against 1600 next game, which I am pretty excited about actually, as this is going to be like the most the highest rated opponent I've ever played. And yeah, this I will not be getting away with this game against him. And I played, okay, with 71% accuracy. He played with 64. I played like 1100. And I'm actually going to override chess.com. I overrode their score last time, but I'm going to say I played... I'm going to say I played like an 850, and he played like an 800. Yeah, that's just like my honest thoughts. I think if a human saw this game, they would think almost the same thing. Or maybe not 850. Maybe I'll give myself like 950, maybe 1,000 even, but not 1100. I don't think I don't think I deserve that. I think last game was way more deserving of a 1650. I think I probably deserved like an 1800 or 1750. You know, I mean, I guess the most important thing is I won and I still had fun even though I was out of it. So I briefly want to explain some future training techniques to me or some of you guys that are serious about over the board classical tournaments and stuff like this. I would say like one of the things that doesn't really get talked about is like how nervous you get, like how many calories you're actually burning during this game. Like I was sweating like during this game, even when I was super tired and out of it. Like I was still super nervous for some reason. Calming nerves, like I would recommend doing like some like meditation work, like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes before you enter the game room, like the library or wherever you're playing at. I would say it's really important to get your mind straight so you're less nervous. And I would say it's important to keep a positive mindset throughout the match, even when you're in losing positions. Like try to like think, oh yeah, chess is a fun game. So this is the reason why I'm playing this game. So, I can still work something out, and you never know what happens. So even if you're in a bad position, like unless you're playing a grandmaster and you know it's lost, like you should keep playing. Like even if you're exchanged down or something like that, like, you keep playing because you never know. And yeah, you might be creative and find like a winning move, even if you're down material. There's that aspect, the mental aspect. Obviously, we're getting to like the tactical aspect. It's probably like the most important, like your tactics and your opening, like everything like that, like the actual chess ability. But like psychological, like your mindset is extremely important. Does not get talked about enough. Especially over the board, it's much easier to play like online chess.com rapid games. Much harder to do over the board, no matter like even how like rated your opponent is. Secondly, if your opponent's rated higher than you, I don't think it should change anything in your plans. You should never play to your opponent's like, I guess, power, like their authority, even if they're like obviously I'm not 520, but like 1221. Let's say if you're actually rated like 1221 and you play someone that's like 1700, like, oh yeah, don't like think like, oh yeah, you're gonna lose. Like that's no way to think. You should try to play your best no matter what, and I think that's also very important. And lastly, I think do I have water? I'm really thirsty. Lastly, I want to think not lastly, my third thing is I think sleep and diet is very central to how you play. I would recommend probably eating like a banana or like walnuts and walnuts before your game. This to keep you energized because the classical games can get to around like 4 hours. I'd recommend eating not really sugary items, more like whole foods, like maybe like chicken, salads, stuff like that. During the day, and I would recommend sleeping for 8 or 9 hours, just because I think it's very crucial to how you're thinking, how your tactics are going to be, how you're mentally feeling, all those things. And let's think. Lastly, I think attention span is hypercritical. The games are 4 hours, and sometimes you have to look at the same position for like 20-30 minutes at a time. And it's sometimes hard for me to be engaged for the whole time. So I actually think like a legitimate training option is doing like less TikTok, less Instagram Reels, less YouTube Shorts, like things like that to increase your attention span, and probably staying off your phone like maybe like an hour to an hour and a half before you go to bed. I think that's important. And yeah, I mean, that's really it for today's video. I just wanted to give you a few tips and let you know like how my game went, how I was feeling during the game, and yeah, that's about it. And next video I want to touch about how I prepare for my next game against a 1600 over the board player. So thanks for watching. Bye.